Hi. Let's start the music, honey. Yes, we're back for another video. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We are back. It is Tuesday, child. It is Tuesday. Hold on. I'm sorry. There we go. It is Tuesday. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for being here. Hey, Lesmore. Hey, Patricia Peaches Gordon. Hi, Gemini Twin 07, Vicky B, Stacy Lane. Hi. Hi. I see you guys coming in. Yes, we're going to breeze on through the night, honey. Delilah T. Thanks for being here. C. Lewis, Rosalind Davis, Cheryl Williams. Hi. Yvette Bell, KB. Hi. Dragonfly Jones. Thanks for being here. Angela Johnson. Yvette Bell, did I say already? Nikki B is Cookie Dough. Lucille Greer. Q is here. April Pearson is here. Said, I hope you make me laugh because it's been a bad day. Oh, I'm glad. I'm sorry you had a bad day. I'm glad you're here. Well, y'all know at some point in time you're gonna laugh because I'm gonna say something crazy, and I don't never know what I'm gonna say. Well, I hope you cheer up, girl. Don't let nobody ruin your day, okay? Michelle L, thanks for being here, dear. Velma Sadler, thanks for being here. Jacqueline Harrison, Shirley Terry, Coco Beauty 78. Okay, come on through here, Coco Beauty. Let's see. Linda Gamble, my mod is here. Cookie Clark is here. Diana Flew is here. Lori Bell Carter is here. Wanda Cockshell is here. Denise Ambush is here. Miriam Favorites. Okay, thanks for being here, dear. Angelia Johnson, Elizabeth James is here. Sylvia Blow is here. Tam C is here. Victoria Space is here. Hi, Michelle L. Hi, I think I said Rosalind Davis, but hello again. Said she would definitely give us a good laugh. I'm gonna say something crazy. I'm bound to say something crazy. You just stay tuned, child. Nikki B, Immaculate Davis, hi. Lori Dean, Yvette Bell, hi again. Frederice Williams, Lori Bell Carter, hi. Sac Brazil, hi. Cynthia Jacobs, and Kimberly Anthony, hi. Deborah Porter, hi. Thanks for being here. Yes, let's get on into the show, honey. Archera Palmer, thanks for being here, dear. Sylvia Blow, thanks again, Linda Gamble. Okay, my mod. I know Bella will probably be in a little bit later, but thank you all for being here. Y'all, I'm tired as hell. When I tell y'all I stayed up late last night watching Queen She Was Live. I didn't finish it, of course, because it was like almost 12 o'clock. I was in the bed like this, like trying to stay up and watch. I was like, oh my God, let me take my ass to bed. Because baby, 6 o'clock, I get up every morning at 6 o'clock, and baby, 6 o'clock got there fast. All right. When I heard my alarm, I looked at the clock. I was like, you got to be bullshitting me. Like, oh my God, I feel like I just laid down, baby. But says, and don't drink 3. Oh, child, no, I'm not drinking tonight. No, because when I get off here, baby, we're going to bed. We are going to bed. I am getting my tail in the bed, and so I can get me some rest, honey, and do it all again tomorrow, okay? It says, howdy, hey, Alpharetta Jordan. Yes, come on, Alpharetta, Georgia. Yeah, Cassandra D. My yeah. Somebody said, yes, it was absolutely late, baby. I tried. My eyes was just like, I was like, okay, let me take my ass to bed. But yes, I listened to some, but they were doing them absolutely the absolute most. Okay, I said, oh no, honey, I had to get off there and go pray because baby, my spirit was a little disturbed behind that. Okay, thanks to Loris Cameron for being here. Kim Jones, Cassandra D, Erica Pearson. Yes, baby, my spirit was disturbed behind that live. I said, oh child, let me get the hell up off here, honey. Oh child. Yeah, it was a lot going on. A lot. And y'all was cutting up in the chat per usual. Y'all asked to stay cutting up in the chat, but hey, it is what it is, child. I was laughing at some of the comments. I ain't even gonna hold you. Some of y'all was in the chat like acting all the way up, and I just be sitting back watching the mess. Like I'll be back. Hey, I'll be like Celia. I said, baby, I'm just gonna sit back and see what color the wall gonna look like, honey, behind this right here. Cause I knew, honey, when I saw the topic, I said, ooh, yep. It's about to be a train wreck, baby. Okay. Thanks for being here, Messy Hoes ATL, honey. Yes, I said, baby, that's about to be. Cheryl Epps, thanks for being here, dear. It's Cookie Dough, Nikki B, thanks for being here. Baby, I said, I'm about to sit right back here and watch and see what color this damn wall gonna be. And baby, it was all types of colors. It was all types of colors, baby. I said, ooh, woo, child. Let's get on with this show, though, honey. Child. Damn. Ooh, it was something. Child, it was a lot, baby. It was a lot. I said, Lord, I'm check my blood pressure, child. Baby. All right, so everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, child, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Thanks for being here, Lady Virgo. All right, Rose Armstead, thanks for being here. Nikki B. Okay, and that's everybody else is still here. All right, so I'm gonna be still saying hello, hello, hello. But thank you all for being here. All right, so fair use act. Let's get into it. First topic, honey. We got to get these ratings out the way, honey, for love and marriage. Huntsville, Lord, they are still low, honey. Started from the bottom and they still there. Okay. I lie to you not. Started from the damn bottom, baby, and the ratings are still down there, okay? And they still down there. Y'all is showing out for this damn blackout. That's what I do know, okay? Yes, honey. Come on through, TV Deets. Let's go on and compare these damn ratings, baby, because it's just like a decline. Carlos, baby, give it up, Carlos, okay? Carlos, please give it up, sir. Your show is going under, all right? Now, y'all doubted the damn millimeters. Y'all kept saying, oh, yeah, my ratings were the highest during the blackout, so go ahead and feel free to black out. It's not going to do shit. We're like, oh, okay. Say no more. Say no more. I mean, damn. It's so damn black, I can't even see nothing. Like, damn. Where my hand at? Where my hand at? Shit. It's just that damn black. Good God Almighty. All right, let's get into these ratings, though. All right. Season 8, honey. Season 8 ratings. If you guys, child, if you haven't seen them yet, for this last episode, baby, which came on June the 8th, is 238,000, baby. The season low, okay? It's the season low, honey. All right, so let's go back for episode 1, as you guys can see, 278,000, okay? That was the season premiere of the show. All right, episode 2 came in at 323,000. So that was the highest of the season thus far. We're only 6 episodes in, all right? All right, so season 3. Episode 3 came in at 268. It went on, right on back down, as you guys can see, and it's steady declining. Episode 4 came in at 257,000. Episode 5, 258, and just slightly up. Right on back down at episode 6, baby, 238. So that's what the season for this past episode where Tisha's drunk ass was on there acting a whole damn fool. Yeah, it was boring. And they started out with damn Ken, and shout out to my boy Scotty by Nature, baby. When I saw his review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, why he don't call Ken damn Eddie Winslow, y'all? I said, now I can't unsee this now, Scotty. Scotty, baby, you gave me a whole Kiki. Shout out to Scotty. That's my homie, man. Damn it, when I tell you, he said damn Ken looked like he said Ken looked like damn Eddie Winslow, y'all. I cannot unsee that, y'all. Lord, and then they had to start the episode out with him and Trish. I said, Lord, this shit he ain't gonna do. It's not going nowhere, Lord. Trish ass sitting there with that same bean that her ass had on that same fork for episode 5. I said, Lord, that's the same bean, girl. You could have been ate that shit during commercial. Like, damn, hot damn. Same damn bean. That damn bean getting the fuzzy stuff growing up on it now. That bean old as hell. Your ass still sitting there like this. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the divorce from him. I don't know. You want me to talk to him tonight? Like, girl, put your ass on. You the reason the damn ratings are low. Sitting up there like a ventriloquist with your lips not moving, all that damn talking your ass doing. Sick of y'all. Damn. Wasting my damn time. Said Ken look like Eddie Levert to me. Child, they said that damn Scotty by Nature said Ken looked like Eddie Winslow. I said, bitch, I can't unsee that now. I can't even unsee it. I can't even unsee it. Oh my God. Okay, now I gotta be messy. Okay, if y'all follow me on social media, y'all probably already saw this picture, but I gotta show it. Because baby. If you follow me on Facebook, it's out there. If you follow me on IG, baby, I put it out there. Okay. This damn picture, y'all, of my girl. Lord have mercy. Here you go. I'm about to be hella messy. I don't give a damn. All right, so I'm gonna unplug my phone. Of this damn Trish child, y'all. Why in the hell? All right, so y'all know your boy. Let me get off this damn screen, y'all. This shit here had me rolling, okay? Why they got him out here This supposed to be Trish, y'all. Y'all see this bullshit? They comparing Trish to the dude Shamar. Y'all see this? They got Trish out here looking a hot damn mess. I said, girl, why, and damn why? Can y'all see this? I said, what the hell, Trish? They said Trish looked like the dude Shamar, okay? I said, Lord. Yes, honey, the ratings are still low. They are still low. So that's the TVDs, all right? So I know one person who is like absolutely upset, honey, that the millimeters have once again showed his ass up because he talked a whole lot of shit about these damn ratings or whatever. And we gotta go and let his ass know. Marcel Scott, honey, sir, you spoke a little too soon. And we tried to tell you, but you just don't be out here listening. You just don't be listening. Somebody said the way I screamed. No, the way I screamed when I saw it, okay, baby. I said, oh, hell to the no. Hell to the no. Do I need to show it again, y'all? Because I said, you know what, bitch, I got time today, okay? I'm tired as hell, but I got time today. Trish, girl, they got you out here looking like Shamar, baby. Or Shamar, however you say his damn name. Look at this shit, y'all. Why are they doing the comparison pictures over? Him looking up, she looking up. He looking crazy in the middle, and her ass looking crazy in the middle. He looked crazy on the end. I said, what the hell is this, y'all? What is going on here? What the hell is going on? What is going on, Trish? Girl, it's giving twin, where have you been? Oh my God, y'all. Let me get off it. Oh, I can't. All right, let's get on with this damn show, y'all. Oh my God. That was too funny to me. Oh, child. All right, so we done being messy. All right, so let's get on, child, to Marcel, honey. Let's go ahead and play. Let's give you a quick reminder of what you had to say about the ratings, because you were very sure of yourself, okay? Yes, you were about these ratings. I said, woo, child. Oh, I cannot read the comments because y'all be doing too much, okay? Y'all really do. Y'all really, really do. All right, so shout out to my girl Millichan. All right, and you just a cute, just a huge, small little clip right here. Okay, all right, y'all ready for this? Let's let it catch up, cause baby, they say they do favor. Baby, it's giving twin. Where have you been? Oh my God, y'all. Thanks for being here, dear Retalk. Okay, she is a content creator. Please follow her and check her out and support. Somebody said, thank you, Caramel. Say it again. Right, girl. Oh my God. All right, let's get into this, honey. Let's get into it. Hold up. All right, so let's get into what Marcel Child had to say about the ratings. He was so sure, and he talked a whole lot of junk about the millimeters, and now you have to eat your words, Marcel. All right, here we go.
They're boycotting television shows. They think that the bloggers, they think bloggers are. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see them ratings and see how bad they're gonna look. And they're gonna be like, they have no power. None. People don't understand data analytics.
Hey, y'all.
One more again for the people in the back, okay? One more again, honey, for the peoples in the back, because he was very sure of himself, okay? Very cocky, too, mind you. All right.
Boycotting television shows? They think that the bloggers, they think bloggers are. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see them ratings and see how bad they're gonna look. And they're gonna be like, they have no power. None. People don't understand data analytics.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
y'all. It's your girl, Millichan, and I'm back with more love.
Shout out to Millichan. See, Marcel, how you be talking so quick, sir? See how that worked out for you? Imagine talking shit and then you got to eat your words. Because that's sure what happened. I mean, that's what happened. Ain't nobody tell you to get up there being all cocky on your little broke down live over there. Now your ass looking stupid because the ratings are down, okay? You started from the bottom and you're down there still. All right, moving on. Said he's the reason that I blacked out the show this season. Child, okay, says tell Tisha to drink to that. Baby, she already drank to that on the last episode. She drank to all his mess, child. Oh, Lord, she drank the whole bar down. I said, child. All right, let's get on with it, child. All right, so this next topic, honey, we got a pastor, honey, that's done stepped down because he's out here sinning in these streets, child. These pastors be doing too much, child. That's why I told y'all before, I had to move my membership on back to Bedside Baptist, honey, where the Reverend Pillow is my pastor. And First Lady Fitted Sheet, honey, is my first lady, baby, okay? That's why I had to go. I had to go on back there, honey. I had to go on back there to that church, girl, because these other pastors out here be doing way too much, and I can't do it, child. Nope. I be watching my old pastor from back home, honey. Okay, University Park, honey. Reverend Claude R. Alexander, honey, is my church pastor back home, honey. But listen, when I don't watch him, baby, it's child. Listen, I can't. These pastors be doing too much. I told y'all, honey. Claude Alexander is my pastor back home. University Park in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to him. Shout out to anybody that goes to that church. Love that church down. Okay, I still watch them online. But these pastors now be doing way too much. Okay, when I need a good word, honey, I can turn on there, honey, and he bring me on back in. All right, I can call my grandma and she'll talk to me, and then she gonna always preach and pray to me because she's a pastor too. So anytime I call my grandma, I already know I'm gonna get a whole church and a sermon and all that, honey. She gonna pray with me, and I love it. I welcome it, honey, because I be needing them prayers. Because ain't no good prayer like a good old grandma prayer. Y'all know that. When your grandma pray for you, that hit different. Because grandma, you know, she got your best interest at heart. And she care about you. And she want the best for you, okay? So, baby, she going to, honey, them prayers be reaching up there, okay? I can tell the difference when grandma be praying for me. I'm just saying. Love grandma down, baby. I can tell the difference in my life when she be praying for me. But let's get into this pastor right here, child, because I don't know if he need to be praying for nobody. Now, this says that mega Dallas pastor, honey, Tony Evans steps down, honey, due to an undisclosed sin that he committed years ago, okay? It says that committed no crime, but did not use righteous judgment. Okay, now I got to say this. I absolutely admire him for doing that, because you have a lot of pastors that get cocky, like T.D. Jakes at one point, he was that way. Bishop Eddie Schlong, he was that way. I'm like David. He can want to get up there and make a sermon when they know they done been out here on the bullshit. You done been out here fondling young boys and shit, and then you want to get up there and preach. I'm like David with a rock, and when I swing him back like this, like sit your ass down. Stand up there like looking like a emaciated mud. Knowing your ass was out there in them streets, juggling balls and shit, and you supposed to be a pastor. Yeah, I said it. And I know some of his members be in my chat. Don't even be on it, because y'all know y'all pastor was on the bullshit. And the one y'all got now be on it too. Period, point, and the damn blank. You know it. You know it, and you know it. Somebody come on back here, let me lay hands on you. And y'all on this shit here. In the name of Jesus, Lord. Come on in here. Let me oil you down. Child, bye. Y'all pastors better stop playing with the Lord. You see what happened to Eddie Long? That should be your roadmap right there to doing right out here. When you get to doing wrong, your ass be out here like Eddie Long, okay? He went from looking like The Rock to looking like his ass was smoking a rock, okay? That's what happened when your ass be playing with the Lord out here. That's what happened. Stand up there like this right here. Please turn your Bibles to 1 Timothy 2nd chapter and the 45th verse. And when his ass was bowed up out of there, please turn to 1 Timothy. His ass couldn't even hold his damn neck up. That was him standing there. I'm like David over there. I was like, David ain't do that. I ain't never seen David do that. I'm like David up in there. When David had a good old rock, I said, nah, nigga, you smoked that tie. But let's get on into this pastor right here. All right, so it says a popular Dallas pastor girl, Mr. Tony Evans, has stepped down from the pulpit due to letting the devil use him, child. See? Letting the devil use you out here. Says that Pastor Evans, honey, who notably built one of the largest predominantly African-American evangelistical, honey, I like that word, churches in the United States, honey, issued a statement saying that the foundation of our ministry has always been our commitment to the word of God as the absolute supreme standard to truth, to which we are to conform, honey, our lives. It said that when we fall short of that standard due to sin, that we are required, honey, to repent and restore our relationship with God. He goes on to say that a number of years ago, I fell short, honey. I fell short of the glory of God, honey, and the standards of all of that, child. Says, and Pastor Evans didn't go into detail, of course not, about what he did. Of course he didn't, okay? Says, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that clearly there's a story that will be breaking about him soon. So he was trying to get ahead of this story that might be getting ready to come out. Thanks for being here, Black Titanic, okay? She is a content creator. Please check her out and follow her and run her likes up as well, okay? All right, it goes on to say that he did, however, mention that he committed no crime, but did not use righteous judgment in my actions. He is now on a healing and restoration journey. I got to respect that, okay? He realized that he, the error of his ways, he chose to step down versus standing up there in front of the people, screwing out stuff, living a double life. I got to respect that. I got to respect. Step down and get yourself together. Let the Lord deal with you, clean all that stuff up out of you. All right. And then you can get back up there if he tell you to get back up there. Okay. But you got some of these pastors, they just so money hungry and they refuse to step down. They're looking at their lifestyle. They're driving around in the Bentley in a nice $1 million home, and they don't want to step down and give up that money and that lifestyle. So they rather stand up there and be wrong and sprue out all this other stuff, knowing they're living a whole double life. Skin marks in the front and the back of the damn drawers. They just got finished messing with somebody else's wife. They just got a woman in the congregation pregnant. Oh, that's Jamal over there, honey. That's Jamal. Jamal got one of his parishioners, let's call it that. Parishioners, pregnant child. One of the women in his congregation, he got a child 7 years old now. And he about to get married. I said, baby, that new fiance girl, you better watch him, honey. You better put trackers on his cars and all that, because baby, wrong road, baby. Wrong road. All right. It don't even matter which way you turn on that road. It's the wrong road. And I'm just say that. But I ain't tell nobody what to do. Baby, if you like toxic, who am I to stop you? Okay. Full speed ahead with the toxic. Okay. That's your life, honey. Live your life. All right. Please do. Please do. All right. Everybody okay? What y'all sending prayers for? What happened? What happened? What had happened? Let me know. What had happened? I don't know. What happened to Black Titanic, y'all? What happened to Black Titanic? Can somebody let me know in the chat? I just see a bunch of praying hands. Somebody said prayers for Black Titanic. Y'all got to catch me up. Let me know. I just glanced over and looked. Is she okay? Is Black Titanic okay? Can somebody let me know? Can let me know? No! Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm sad about that. No. All this damn stressing and shit from YouTube, probably. All these lawsuits and shit going on. Oh my God. Lord. Prayers for Black Titanic, y'all. Prayers for Black Titanic. Oh my God. Lord, 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 Lord. Prayers for Black Titanic, okay? Everybody in the chat, y'all always say a prayer for Black Titanic. We love her. Y'all know Black Titanic, honey. We call her our Oma. I'm so sad to hear that news about her. I am so sad to hear that. I hope that she is okay. Sending prayers to her, sending hugs to her, sending some love her way, okay? Yes. Y'all, if anybody is really close to her, and y'all, since I was in the bushes and I had to come out, yeah, I'm so sad to hear that. Oh my God. I'm definitely going to say a special prayer for her when I get off tonight too, real talk. Because we love Black Titanic. Y'all know that we call her our Oma, okay? I'm very sad to hear that. So prayers to her. Oh my God. That is so sad. That is so sad. All right. Let's try to get through this show, honey, because now they kind of put a damper on me just a little bit. It kind of made my heart a little heavy. Just a little, okay? Damn. Ooh. All right. Let's get my next topic pulled up. Damn, y'all. I hate to hear stuff like that. Why I feel like I know her. Black Titanic feels like family, okay? Black Titanic feels like family. Yeah, that makes me so sad. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna reach out to Pinky when I get off here. If she's online to see if she has an update, because you know she and Black Titanic are really close. So if there's any updates or whatever, she would know what's going on with Black Titanic. So shout out to Black Titanic. Prayers to her. Oh my God. All right. So it says that the Louisiana news anchor is caught attempting to meet with an underage girl by 3 young men who created a fake profile. Okay. This is going on more than you know, guys. A lot of these old nasty ass men are meeting up with younger girls online or younger boys as well. You have to definitely watch your kids. We talked about this before. Check their social media outlets and put parental blocks and stuff on there so that you would know what your kids are doing and what websites they're going to, because nowadays children are coming up missing. Children are being violated by people who lure them through the internet. The internet can be a good thing and it can definitely be a dangerous thing. Okay. Now it says that I think there's a news thing. Let's play that first. Okay.
Predator hunters. For a little over 3 weeks, they've been pretending to be an underage girl online in an effort to catfish local men who are allegedly trying to meet up for sex.
It's just crazy, like how fast they are willing to meet young females. It's just crazy.
The trio says they were surprised by their efforts last Wednesday, May 29th. That day, Shreveport police received a call at 11:04 a.m. The call came from former KTBS News anchor Bill Lunn. According to police and a call for service report obtained by NBC6, Lunn claimed he was the victim of an assault and battery, but a case report on the alleged incident paints a different story. According to the case report, the alleged offense is not for assault and battery, rather for computer-aided solicitation for sexual purposes. These three men are the reason why.
And so he seen us, he darted out.
They created a fake Meet Me profile. That profile is of an underage girl. They say they then wait for men to like the profile and spark a conversation. They say Lunn initiated a conversation Tuesday night.
They had a little conversation going on, and he asked how old she was. The girl told us she was 15 years old.
Antonio says he was actually the girl. He says he and Lunn exchanged dozens upon dozens of text messages over the next several hours, where the conversation quickly turned to sex.
He was like sending like pictures to her. He was saying he wanted to do this to her, like explicit things I can't see on camera.
Antonio checked the phone number he was texting with. It was the same number Lunn lists on his LinkedIn profile.
I'm like, oh my God. So I looked to the Facebook. I'm like, this is really his number. It's a real Bill Lunn. And so it was just really just crazy.
We were shown images in the text message chain displaying sexually explicit photos that Lunn allegedly sent of himself. Antonio says Lunn set up a meeting date last Wednesday.
Came on his lunch break from work to come meet her.
According to Antonio, when Lunn arrived at their designated meeting spot, the trio jumped out, informing him of what was happening.
You can see like the guilt in his eyes. Like, he knew like, oh, I'm done.
They say Lunn ran and later called police, saying he was the victim of an assault and battery. The three men waited for police to arrive. They say hours of questioning followed. The call for service report shows police spent 4 hours and 21 minutes at the scene. The young men say Lunn was handcuffed in the back of a police vehicle for hours. All parties were released from the scene with no charges filed. Shreveport police told me there is an active investigation into Lunn based on the events of that day. I tried reaching out to Lunn to get his side of the story.
Please leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks. Have a great day.
That is so crazy.
Bill, this is Dan Jovic calling from NBC6 News, trying to get your side of the story related to an incident that took place last week. My call went unanswered and was not returned.
Thing is, as Bill was running off, he yells, "I have a wife and kids." I'm sitting there as he's running off. I'm thinking in my head, how can you say that when you literally just walked yourself in the house, expecting to meet an underage teenager, which he was going to do regardless.
Lunn resigned Monday from both of his roles at KTBS. File was immediately scrubbed from the station's website. Calls to KTBS management regarding the incident have gone unanswered. Antonio, Cameron, and Carterio said they have allegedly caught 10 men in the span of just 3 weeks through their vigilante efforts. We are
All right, so y'all heard that. All right, so I'm kind of looking at the chat. You guys, I see are very touched about the situation with Black Titanic. It says, I'm going to catch the replay. This is a little 3 years ago. This says, wow, they keep, okay, I see somebody. All right, is everybody in the chat okay? Let's take a second to say a prayer for Black Titanic, because I see a lot of you guys are feeling kind of heavy in the chat on that, okay? Let's take a second. Let's take a few seconds to say a prayer, okay, for Black Titanic so that she is okay. I'm not sure if she's in the hospital, if she's home. I don't really know. I'm just kind of looking at the chat right now because this is where I actually saw it, just like you guys, okay? Let's actually have a little prayer for Black Titanic. She is one of our own. She is like family for us. I see a lot of you guys are sad. I see some crying emojis, okay? Black Titanic, for those of you just joining, they're saying that Black Titanic had a stroke. Okay, that is what we're hearing. That is what is being said. I have not verified that, but that is what is said in the chat, that Black Titanic has had a stroke. Okay, so let's say a prayer for Black Titanic that she is okay. Let's have a second Okay, I'm gonna do that on my show. Okay, I don't know what anybody else is doing on theirs, but we'll have a second to say a prayer for Black Titanic. Okay, we're gonna have we're gonna just have like a still moment. You guys can say a prayer within yourself for Black Titanic, and we'll do it for 30 seconds. Okay, let's do a 30-second prayer for Black Titanic. Okay, that she is okay, and we already know what God can do. We already know that. Okay, we already know He's all seeing and He's all knowing. And whatever we petition and we ask Him to do, He will do that. He says, speak those things that are not as though they were. And we're going to speak that Black Titanic is okay, and that she pulls through this, and that she is okay. When the next thing that we hear from her, we want it to be good news. Okay. That's what we want to hear. So let's have a moment. Well, not a moment of silence, but let's have a quiet moment to say a prayer for Black Titanic. Okay. All right, let's do that. Okay. All right. What are they saying in the chat? They said that she goes home tomorrow. That's good news, because if they're sending her home, then that means that, that means that she must be making some improvements. So yes, we count that thing done. All right. We sent up those prayers. Got a lot of people praying for her, and we're praying that she pulls through. All right. I mean, hey, that's deep. I'm sad about that. I'm very sad about that. All right, let's try to get through the show, guys. Let's try to get through the show. As you guys get updates for the show, for Black Titanic, my mind is all over the place right now. As you guys get updates, feel free to share those so that everybody can know what is going on. Because, okay, that's right. I said count it all joy. That's right. That's right. Absolutely, count it all joy. And we thank God in advance for Black Titanic's healing. Okay, absolutely. In advance. Okay. That's right. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this next thing. Why is it that when we see people like presidents and senators and stuff like that, when they go to like our functions where they're playing our music, they look so out of place, like they don't know what to do? It's so weird. Joe Biden looked like he was in the Twilight Zone. It's so weird. Trump looked the same way when they were playing gospel music around him. I was just like, what is going on here? All right, so let's get through it. One more time, come on. I don't want to love nobody but you. I don't want to love nobody but you. I don't want to love nobody but you. Okay, so now we got to cut the song off. I just want you guys to hear what they were playing. Look how he's looking. Like he's just, look at Kamala. Look at Billy Porter. Biden looked like he is like lost. I said, oh my God, what is Biden doing? Biden, sit down, Biden. Sit down, Biden. They be looking so lost when they come to our functions and they be playing like gospel music. They be looking like, what is going on? Like they ain't never been to church or nothing. They look crazy. I said, Biden, sir, sit it down, sir. They said he look like a zombie. Oh my God. They said that she was in the Silver's chat and said it. Oh, okay. So Black Titanic said that in the Silver's chat, or someone else said that? Or y'all talking about Pinky? Pinky the housewife said it. Okay, but look at Biden, child. Biden look like he is super lost. I had to share that. I was like, why does he look like that? Like, oh my God. All right, so let's move on to the next topic, honey. Lord. Somebody said, come to the light, Biden. Right. Come to the light, Biden. Okay. All right. So let's get into Gayle King, honey, telling all of Oprah's business up here, child. She talking about Oprah is sick. Like, did Oprah ask you to tell somebody her business like that, Gayle? Did Oprah ask you to do that? Now, Gayle King reveals that Oprah, honey, was hospitalized with some type of stomach flu, honey. Let's go ahead and get into what old Gayle had to say, child, out here telling all Oprah's damn business, like she's a spokesperson for Oprah.
Stuff was coming out of both ends. I won't get too graphic, but needless to say, she ended up in the hospital, dehydration, get an IV. So it was a very serious thing. So it had to be. I hope she's okay. Yeah, she will be okay. Good, she will be okay. I hope she's not mad at me for sharing that detail. But but I wanted to make it clear though that it mattered to her. And it really bothered her that she couldn't be here for you today. So we're very happy to say joins us right now in studio. I'm so glad you are here. And I'm so sorry that Oprah can't. Yesterday, she said, I'm going to rally. She had some kind of stomach flu where stuff was coming out of both ends. I won't get too graphic. But
that's graphic. Why would you tell Oprah's business like that, Gayle? It says that Miss Winfrey is recovering from a stomach virus and received an IV due to dehydration at the recommendation of her doctor. Says that she is resting and feeling better every day. All right, spokesperson for Oprah. That is what they put out about old Oprah, honey. I mean, people get stomach.
Needless to say, she ended up in the hospital, dehydration, get an IV. So it was a very serious thing. So it had to be. I hope she's okay. Yeah, she will be okay. Good, she will be okay. I hope she's not mad at me for sharing that detail. But but I wanted to make it clear though that it mattered to her. And it really bothered her that she couldn't be here for you today. So we're very happy to say joins us right now in studio. I'm so glad you are here.
I can't have to tell her business like that, Gayle. Damn. I don't think Oprah want everybody to know that she out here throwing up and with stuff leaking up out of her butt and all that. Like, I don't think she want the world to be knowing that. I just say she got a little stomach bug, a little stomach flu. Okay, we can kind of read between the lines. But we don't want to be visualizing Oprah out here running to the bathroom every 5 minutes, child. Like, that was giving a little bit too much information, Gayle. But let's move on, child. Gayle be doing the most, don't she? Gayle be doing the absolute most. All right, so shout out to Juvenile. Shout out to Juvenile, rapper Juvenile, honey, for getting an award, honey, for his song from the mayor, too, y'all. The mayor is recognizing Juvenile for his classic song, Back That Thing Up, okay? He is honored with his own day in New Orleans. That's big, okay? They are recognizing him for his song, Back That Thing Up, and they honored him with his own day in New Orleans, Louisiana. Y'all know he's from New Orleans, okay? That song is still hot to this day. If you play it in the clubs right now, baby, the dance floor, honey, everybody is getting on the dance. If they play it right now, I mean, I might make this booty drag the ground right now if I hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't play with me like that. I like the song. I do. Okay. But shout out to Juvenile. Let's go ahead and play this so that you guys can hear what he had to say.
Is June 11th, and this day is now celebrated for the 25 years of multi-platinum Back That Thing Up. We are joined by international superstar and New Orleans' very own Juvenile to celebrate this momentous day. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Well, I'm so good. Thank you for coming back on the show. We're happy to have you again and really excited that you've gotten a special proclamation from the mayor.
Yeah. Shout out to Mayor Cantrell. She recognized today as National Back That Thing Up Day. You know it's the other word, but we're not going to say it.
We know it's the other word. Yeah, we do. But we're going to say Back That Thing Up on live TV. But what a cool proclamation. We've got a video of it here. How does that feel to have like a citywide recognized day for your song that, again, is internationally known?
It's crazy. It is crazy. And I'm seeing Manny on the video, man. It's one of them things like,
today is June 11th, honey. And this day is now celebrated for the 25
years. Shout out, okay? Y'all know that's the video. Y'all know. He looked the same. Does he not look the same? Juvenile has not aged not one bit. When I tell you he still looked the same as the damn video. He has not aged a bit. How old is this damn song? 25 years, y'all. This song, they said on this day, 25 years ago, that Juvenile released his classic record, Back That Thing Up, which appeared on his album, 400 Degrees. Fast forward, and now the new The city of New Orleans has honored the record with its own day. That's big, okay? Now, according to Fox 8, Nola says that Mayor LaTanya Cantrell signed a proclamation officially making June 11th an official holiday. That's big. Specifically titled Back That Ass Up. Okay. Yes, honey. So Juvenile spoke about the honor and said, he says, I really wasn't keeping up with the dates until one of my guys educated me. He says, it's crazy. He goes on to say that it's great to have all the accolades, but it's better to enjoy it with your family and guys who help make it happen. Okay. He says, I really was not expecting it. Okay, so shout out to Juvenile. He still looks good. He's still out here doing the damn thing. That song is still hot after 25 years of being put out. Okay, girl, you better twerk that. Okay, yes, honey. So shout out to Juvenile. Okay, I told y'all that song is still hot to this day. Okay, yes, honey. I still would cut a rug when that come on. Yes, God. Okay. Yes, we will, girl. Yes, we will. D-Rock. Miss D, let me go back to her comment because I thought that was so funny, baby. She said she gonna need a chair and a gallon of water, honey, when that come on. She said I would hit the dance floor as well. She said, but I'm gonna need a chair and a gallon of water when I'm done. I know that's right, dear Retalk. Okay, let them know, honey. Yes, honey, with some Juvenile. Come on, baby. You have the old people up when that come on. That's that song right there, baby. That song make you get up and move something. Okay, yes, it will. Yes, it will. All right. Somebody said, yes, I was just about to drop it like, yes, come on, Wanda Cockshell. You better get on down there, girl, now. Get on down there. All right, let's get on to the next topic. Honey, shout out again to Juvenile. All right. They said, got me sweating my drawers. Yeah, Lord. Yeah. Girl, come on, Miss Blackberry. Yes, God. Okay. Let them know, child. Let them know, baby. You have to kick them shoes off, honey, so you can get all the way down there, honey, if you got on them real high heels, because you don't want to scuff up your good shoes out here trying to get low down there, girl. All right, but you got to do what you got to do out here, sis. Do what you got to do. Yes, that song still slaps, okay? Yes, God, it does. All right, so Carlisha Safford, honey, is out here. She reveals that she was kicked out of court and that Blueface and Chrisean Rock's son is in Marsh's custody, which I told you guys this morning, that Marsh is Chrisean Rock's like homegirl, best friend, whatever. She helps watch Chrisean Rock's baby whenever like Chrisean go out on a date or she's out or doing whatever. She got to run errands or something like that. She leaves the baby with her friend Marsh. Okay. How do I know that? Because I follow her. But I'm finding out today that of course you guys know that Chrisean went to court for a hearing for Blueface to see if he was going to get out early. Nah. The judge said that he will serve out his entire sentence, which is the full 365 days. Now, you guys know that he violated probation twice. All right. The first time they gave him a slap on the wrist. The second time he did it again. They were like, hell no, we locking your ass up. They were said that he was supposed to get out sometime this month. But no. The judge said no, he will serve out his entire sentence. So Chrisean went up there to be with him for his hearing, not knowing, or maybe she forgot that she also had an active warrant. And upon them finding that out, they arrested her on the spot. She did have her son with her, at which police then took her son from her. And then someone came up to get her child for her. Okay, so that baby has been through so much. But now the mama and damn daddy is locked up and it's a hot damn mess. All right, so let's get into what Blueface's mother had to say. Because she always got something to damn say, okay? Uh-oh.
Now, I just walked in here to the court. I done got kicked out. I got everything on the 6 side. Go subscribe to watch the whole thing. I was not present. I didn't see her leaving the handcuffs. I think that's some up shit for both the parents to be in jail right now. But most craziest shit, I just seen my son in court looking like old dog from Menace to Society. And it crushed me to my core. I cried. I got kicked out. I'm kicked out. Everybody's still in there. It's just, when I say this too much. At this point, all the elders need to get in and try to help figure this out. When I tell y'all,
right, let's go to the next tab.
This is too much. This too much for any parent. This too much for any person. Now, both the baby parents is in the jail. I did bring the video cameras because I talked to Wack and he's, he got a good attorney and he said it was a slam dunk. So I was, hoping to come get some nana boo-boo some footage of, you know, my son maybe coming home today or possibly tomorrow, whatever the case may be. So I did bring the cameras because I got a heads up, but I did not know that I was coming into this type of, it don't even make no kind of sense. It don't even make no kind of sense. I'm not gonna try to bash John's daddy for not wanting to take the baby. They got me saying I said I'll take the baby. Me and Marsh locked eyes, and she said, "Don't worry, Carlissa, I got the baby." Because this is too much.
This is Blueface's mother.
I told her, please just wait for my son to come in the courtroom with the baby and let my son tell you what he wants you to do with the baby. That's all I asked her to do tomorrow on the Patreon for y'all to see, because I knew they was going to go try to chop it like we didn't want the baby. Everybody that was there today, I even think at one point Jaden looked up like she would take the baby. We wasn't no type of people y'all saying, oh, this family ain't shit. Wasn't nobody leaving there and not taking that baby but Jonathan daddy. Okay, that's the only person who said he wasn't no babysitter. Now, everybody who know me know I would have walked out of that motherfucker with my baby and treated that baby just like he was Jonathan, himself. And when she came home, I would have handed her baby back. I would have took her baby up there to visit her. I would have did whatever it takes because I know how it feels. I told her, please just wait for Hill to be locked up and wonder what's going on with your kids. So y'all on this internet making up all these type of different stories, hell to the no. We would not have left that baby in there. Me and Bree would have patted all night long until she got home. So that is not true. I don't like that the blogs. I seen the on-site post try to make it like I didn't want to take the baby. You should have played the whole recording, but guess what? My camera crew was there in the house and we recorded the entire thing. And you will hear everybody on the recording trying to figure out the best situation for the baby. Marsh pulled up. We locked eyes. We had a moment. I asked her, go in here and wait for the court date. We'll ask the judge what Jonathan wants to do with the baby since the mama not here. She said, I got to go. I got a hair appointment. She took the baby and she left. Now, if she called me tomorrow and say she need help with the baby, if you know me, you know I will pull up wherever she at, get my ass 10 times, and help her with that baby. So all this, Carlissa wasn't our family stuff. You's a goddamn lie, because I looked over at Jaden, and Jaden felt that shit too. And I do believe in my heart that she would have helped with that baby too. I didn't want to just snatch the baby from her, so I told Jonathan daddy, do not leave this baby's sight to go get nothing. I don't care if he wet, need a bottle. You need to take him with you. You the only person this baby know right now. So let this lady watch the baby for 2 seconds. I told him, no, hell no. That's why we started going back and forth. It wasn't like we just started arguing about who gonna watch the baby. I'm telling him, I don't know the lady. I don't give a who the lady is. She might have just met the lady. I don't know. I said, don't leave this baby. Don't take your eyes off him for any emergency, anything. And then he said Marsh was coming to get the baby. That's what Chrisean wanted. We all agreed if that's what she want her baby to go. I asked Marsh. Now, if he want us.
The baby knows Marsh because the baby always stays with Marsh, okay? That's who Chrisean leaves the baby with. Anytime she has like an appearance or she has to go work or she's filming or whatever, the baby stays with Marsh. So that's probably the best place for the baby to be because the baby knows Marsh. So do you want to have to be having a baby over there with the baby crying? Maybe because I know Chrisean does not allow Blueface mama to really be around the baby like that because she don't really like his mother. So probably Marsh is the best person to watch this baby until Chrisean figures out when she's going to be getting out.
Take the baby home, then I take the baby home. And Marsh said, it's okay, Miss Carlissa, I got the baby. I videoed the whole thing. My cameras was rolling, and it might not be the decision that the daddy want to make.
What you need a camera crew for? Just to go.
I don't like the way y'all did that on site. Like, we didn't want to take the baby and we just a horrible family. I know you had more footage than what you put on there. I know I have rights before anybody in that motherfucking courtroom, and that's why I was trying to exercise them once I realized that the daddy was not trying to.
Marsh is Chrisean's, like, her best friend, like the person who kind of like an assistant who kind of helps Chrisean out, and she helps her out a lot with her baby as well. Okay, and a lot of times she be staying at Chrisean's house to help Chrisean with the baby. So yeah,
take the baby home with him. But Marsh came in real fast like a flash of lightning, and I wasn't finna get to arguing and fighting about nobody's baby in the courtroom. And I know she loved Chrisean, and I know she loved the baby. She is the godmother. But that's why I asked her, let's go in here and let Jonathan, and it might not be the decision that the daddy want to make.
It's not up to no damn Jonathan, aka it's not up to him. It's not up to Blueface. If Chrisean said, hey, Marsh, come up here and get the baby, then that's what's going to happen. She is the mother. Your son didn't even claim the child. Your son wasn't even there when the baby was born. So why do you think you're going to skip over Chrisean, who is the mother, who is taking care of the child, who is in an unfortunate situation? How you going to skip over what she says she want done with her child to say, see what Jonathan want? No. She already made provisions for her child. Like, you stay out of it unless she asks you to step up and do something. That's what I don't understand with her. She gives too much sometimes.
I don't like the way y'all did that. Tell us what he want to do, since we can at least talk to him right now. Didn't nobody say they didn't want to take the baby, or we wouldn't go?
Okay, girl. Anyway, Chrisean already said who she wanted to have the damn baby. She wanted Marsh to have the baby. Marsh got the baby. In the story. You clout chasing, baby. You got your camera crew coming up there for what? For what? You are the grandmother. If she asked your ass to have the baby, then fine. If not, then accept that. She made provisions for her child. You're the grandmother. Chrisean is the mother. And I ain't never thought I'd be sitting on a live capping for damn Chrisean Rock. But baby, Carlissa, you be doing the absolute most. It's seeming like you're more so focused on your image versus what's in the best interest of this child. I'm just saying, I got to be one thou wow. You are focused more so on your interest, on the interest of your image, because you done brought a whole camera crew up there, and that was not needed. For what? Who are you? You're not famous, girl. You're not a celebrity, girl. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down, child. Get off my screen. Get off my screen, child. All right, so let's get into this. We're going to get into this damn Nell Fletcher interview here. We're going to show this right here, baby. How quick karma work on some folk around here to be on the BS. Now, I found this video where these girls decided to be going and egging some people's cars, all right? She was egging her baby daddy's car, and her and her homegirls, like I said, was egging the car, and they're going to hop their ass in the car and going to try to speed off, trying to get away after egging his car. See, you on the bullshit. Go home and take care of your kids. All right, if you the baby mama, that means you got some kids somewhere. Where your kids at while you out here doing this, okay? Now you don't went out here and about, unalived your crazy ass on the mess. Let's go ahead and play this. Instant karma.
Damn.
Look there.
Damn. They in the blue truck. Look at it. Oh, here they go.
Ran through the stop sign.
Damn! They just
ran through straight through the stop sign. Didn't even stop. That's their fault.
So they going to chase him.
Now the boyfriend's coming out. Baby daddy running over there now.
We gotta go down there. Hold on. Get the shit on. Come on, we got to go down. Hold on. Oh, they egging that shit too.
Y'all see this?
Damn! They in the blue truck. Look at it. Oh, here they go outside. Damn! They just got snapped. Woo! They on the way. So they going to chase them.
crazy.
No, somebody, oh, okay, they about to bang, we gotta go down there. Hold on. Get the shit on. Come on, we got to go down there.
Why are they laughing? Why are they laughing? Nothing about that is funny. Like, why are you at your baby daddy house throwing eggs and look like flour or something on top of his car? That's hella petty. Okay. And then you jumped your ass in the car, ran through a stop sign. Okay. Flying through a stop sign, probably ain't even look, and then got T-boned at this biatch. Okay. Lord God, I hope they are okay. But at the end of the day, baby, that's what you call instant karma. Okay. As you guys can see here in the thing here, instant karma. Okay. Lord, let's get on chat with this damn interview with Nell Fletcher because she thoroughly irritated my ass. Okay. I watched parts of the interview before and I kind of talked about some parts of the interview, but now we're going to talk about, I may stop it periodically to kind of give like a little commentary in between, but Nell kind of pissed me off because in this interview, she's going to be downplaying Chris Fletcher's marriage to his first wife as if her marriage meant more than Chris's first wife because he barely was married to her for 2 years. She's going to allude to the fact that she met Chris in a club during the time that he was married. She said she didn't know that he was married, but it was a lot of lies. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's share. Let's share, honey. Nell, I lost some respect for you with this interview, baby. I did. I really did. I really, really did, honey. Because you the side chick, baby. I'm sorry. And I don't care how you look at this. You were the side chick. All right. Let's go on and get into this interview, baby. All right. Shout out to Girlfriend Chronicles for being here. She is a content creator. Okay. Somebody said wig. Y'all are too much. All right, so this is her interview with Dustin Ross. We're going to get into it. Again, I may stop it periodically just to kind of throw in a comment or two, okay? Let's get into it. This is Nell Fletcher from Love and Marriage Huntsville with Dustin Ross, okay? He is interviewing her about her marriage, about the side chick rumors, about Lexi, about her kids, about the comment about she don't want to see black men locked up, da-da-da-da-da. Let's get into it. Boom.
I want to do it. And then we kind of like made some appearances on the show. And my husband made more appearances than I did.
With the king.
Okay.
And Mel asked me about it next.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I'm not ready.
Now, why weren't you ready? Why were you a little hesitant, Nell?
Because my family is a lot.
Okay. Okay.
They're a lot. When you have adult children, most people, whether it's from Love and Marriage Huntsville, most of these shows have smaller children and, or teenagers. We have actually adult children. They actually are grown. So when you get to see all of their mess, their day-to-day life, things that they're dealing with, and you tend to deal with it yourself as the parent, it was like, oh, hell no. Like, no, I need to stay off here.
Yeah, I think you bring up a great point, and further to what we were earlier speaking of, that's a great contribution that you and your family have as a whole to the cast. You do have adult children. And I think that with adult children come adult stories, right? Your children have their own lives and experiences and stories that add to kind of the texture of what your family brings to the show. So I think it's very brave, first of all, to even introduce that for your children to be willing to participate in that as well. Black people, we're notoriously private. And so when it comes to things like that, I do understand how that may have given you just a little pause when it came to joining the show. But we're glad that you did. We're very glad that you did, Nell. And I think that viewers have come to really appreciate the marriage that you have with Chris Fletcher and your connection to the other couples. How long have you and Chris been married, Nell?
We have been married 30 years as of July the 27th of this year.
Wow.
So right now it's 29. Next month it'll be 30.
All right, now let's head down to the lot where Tom Brady is trying to track down our Hurts customer.
I'm here, Vaughn, but looks like
It'll be 30. That wedding accomplished. My parents they just celebrated their 53rd wedding anniversary. So, and it's 4 of us children that come from my parents. So I see a parallel kind of in the family dynamics from what I saw with you guys. I'm the youngest of my parents' adult children. And we all have our own backgrounds and stories. And so I kind of appreciated what I saw you all bring to the landscape of Love Marriage Huntsville. So thank you for sharing that with us. Talk to me now about the background, I guess the history of your relationship with Chris. Now, we were introduced to you all as sort of a mentor couple to Melody and Martell. At the time when they were still married, you all were presented as friends of the couple who kind of had a big sister, big brother to little sister, little brother relationship with the Holts. How did you and Chris meet Melody and Martell?
Actually, Chris, my husband, and Martell knew each other already.
Okay.
I knew of Martell from Lil Chris Jr. Martell was a teacher over at Sparkman.
Okay.
And at the time, I know Chris Jr. was there. I want to say Lance probably hadn't graduated. Lance was in college, but Chris Jr. was like, "Oh, Holt, you know, he called him Coach Holt, but I think Martell's actually a teacher."
Okay.
But he loved Martell. Very intrigued by Martell. Martell had all this swag to him, and I'm like, "Who is this guy Martell he's talking about?" And then my husband was like, "Oh yeah, that's one of the coaches from school or one of the teachers he know." But then my husband knew Martell too. I think they both had a landscaping company. My husband had his Fletcher's landscaping. I don't recall what Martell's landscaping was, but company was. But I know he had one. And then kind of like a relative of my husband is friends with Martell. Taurus and Martell went to school together. So my husband already knew Martell, and he was like, "I guess, man, we got to link up. I want to introduce the wife to my wife." So, and that's how I met Mel. Fletcher, I guess, had talked to Martell about some things he was dealing with or going through. My husband had mentioned it to me, and thought it would be a good idea for them to introduce me and Mel to one another. So they introduced me and Mel to each other, and we kind of like just hit it off from there, and started like really speaking into their lives and hanging out with each other, spending a lot of time getting to know each other, telling them the do's and the don'ts of being married, the challenges you're going to go through with being married. It's not easy. You got to put in the work if you want to be married. Most this generation at least, nowadays throwing the towel so quickly. They don't. It's like I'm out. I just want out. So we became like their mentors, their counselors, and letting them know, you guys are a beautiful couple. You have 4 beautiful children. They kind of like had the dynamic of me and Fletcher, except with them, they're younger. They were a power couple. We're a power couple. We're just older, more seasoned, I would like to say. They have 4 children. We have 4 children. And the beauty of what I was explaining to them is you all didn't come into the marriage with any children. These are 4 children that you had actually in your home altogether. Me and my husband both came into the marriage with a child. I had Lance, he had Lexi. So, and they were like 6 months apart, which still to us, is dynamic of a family. But I do know at the time it was 3. I want to say Milani wasn't born yet. And in the midst of us getting to know each other, they kind of threw out there like, what should we name the baby? This, that, other. So yeah, that's how we, gotten close to them. And we were like, at one point, inseparable. Every time you seen us, you seen the host. We were always doing things together. But yeah.
It sounds like a really beneficial relationship for the 2 of you, especially the Holts at that point. Getting that sort of gaining confidence, you know what I'm saying, in you and Chris Fletcher, your husband, for both Melody and Martell. And I wonder what your I wonder what your takeaway was at that time, considering where we are now with the state of Melody and Martell's relationship. As we know, they've divorced and going on about their lives. Did you foresee that outcome at the time, or did you think that it was a relationship that would have maybe withstood a few challenges that came its way?
I thought it was a relationship that was going to make it. Just looking at the two of them already having the foundation of a family, kind of the white picket fence, you know, that everyone wanted. They had the business, they had each other. Like I said, they both good looking, this power couple. They had the house, they had the beautiful children. It was like, no way. We gotta go. we got to like let them know you have it. You just gotta hold it, secure it, you know, hold it down. And there was a lot of talking, a lot of long nights, just pouring into them, trying to speak to them. And they were listening. I think Mel was listening more than Martell at the time. I don't know. I COVID hit. I want to say I remember them coming by twice, and I did tell Fletcher something's not right.
You could tell a difference at that time.
Yes, because everybody was at home. We were at home. I'm always in my yard doing my gardening, and I could just tell something had shifted. At that moment, we really didn't talk about it. Martell was more of, hey, we just stopped by to see what you guys were doing. Mel was like wanting to hang around, and you know, we chopped it up for a minute, but he was ready to go because he's usually not wanting to hear what I have to say anyway. So.
Okay. All right. Well, that tracks for what we've seen, right? But digging back into a little bit of your own family, right? Again, 29 years of a marriage is definitely an accomplishment. It's something to be celebrated, especially in today's climate when it comes to families and things kind of falling apart sometimes. But for some reason, after a 29-year long-standing marriage, once your family was introduced to the public and to fans, they had a lot of questions about the origin of your relationship with Chris Fletcher, right? And kind of what was going on in each of your own lives when you became each other's acquaintances. And it's been fueled by a lot of different things that we don't even have to get into, but just so that you have an opportunity, because that's the point of these conversations, right? To hear what you have to say and get it straight from the source, right? What would you like to share with everyone to just kind of clear up the timeline of how you and your husband of 29 years, almost 30 years, Chris Fletcher, met in the beginning? What is the origin story of your relationship with Chris?
For me at this point, there's nothing to really clear up. I'm over it. I know the truth. God knows the truth. Everybody has their truth. If you do the math don't math. Our son, Chris Jr., he's 29. We've been married, next month, 30 years. Before I want to say whatever it was, that's what I say. I don't even try to keep up with all the mess, the drama. It's too much. I can't really entertain it. When I met my husband, I want to say that was in December. I don't even recall the year that it was. I do know it was around the holidays. It was around Christmas. But his oldest daughter, she is 32. My son is 32. Lance, my oldest. Lance will be 33 this month. So they're like 6 months apart. She's 32, Lexi. She'll be 33 in December. Lance will be 33 on the 19th of June. Chris is 29. So no one married me just be saying I got pregnant. I was nowhere near pregnant. You're 29, you got 30, 31, 32. Okay, you're 32. Chris and Lex is 3.5 years apart. Yeah. So
right.
Make it make sense. The only sense out of it is when I did meet my husband, and I was very transparent about that. He was married that I did not know. He did not share that with me at the time. Of course, we did meet at a club. So everyone knows that. I want to say a few months later, I found out that he was married, but his first wife, they was not even married a year. So technically, they could have got an annulment. That's why I said I don't like to throw stones for stones.
For sure.
If you're gonna talk about something, talk about that you married him or he married you because you're the one that got pregnant.
Okay.
Not me. You and him got married because you were pregnant with a child, and y'all's marriage was what, a year?
Let's stop right there. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like you said, now see how she didn't even, she skipped over the fact that she said she met him in a club, started dating him. He didn't tell her that he was married for after she dated him for a whole 2 months. And then you found out he was married and you still kept seeing him, Nell. But then you want to downplay the fact that he had a wife. But then you want to say that, oh, the only reason that he married her was because she got pregnant. And, you know, they could have got it annulled. And, you know, the marriage barely made it to 2 years. Like, girl, who are you? A marriage is a marriage. I don't give a damn if they were married for 1 day. I don't care if they got married the day before he met your ass in the club. They were married. So stop trying to downplay this lady's marriage to him because you want to validate your own. Like, I'm so sick of her. I am so tired of Nell. Let's continue, child.
If that, and then you was divorced, it happens. But your marriage had nothing to do with or why you're not married anymore. Child. So I know the truth.
Right.
Most people here in Huntsville know the truth. I can't entertain the ignorance.
Right. And I just really wanted to give you a chance to kind of just speak directly to that conversation, because there's been a lot of different things being said about the state of your husband's relationship when you all met. And again, this is your husband of 30 years at this point. So it's really a moot point.
Exactly.
But just to give you an opportunity to clear things up for your name, when you guys did meet, what was the state? Were him and his, you said it was basically a brand new.
They were legally separated.
Yeah, thank you.
Married.
That's what I think people need to hear you say.
They were legally separated. And I told him, until I know this for sure, because I will be honest, I have no lie to tell you. When I found out he was married, I was not happy about it. I was not happy about it. She know that they were separated. He know that they were separated. She wanted to talk to me about it. Hey.
We're talking about what is at stake. We're not talking about hypothetical, about what Donald Trump wants for the country. Doctors could face up to 99 years in prison for providing abortion care. That is the law here in Texas.
We can't help the ads, okay, guys? We're getting ready to come back.
The future of your business is here. With Wix, you get advanced AI capabilities.
Skip.
I will take.
Right, let me pause. Now, y'all see how she's doing this little breakdown. Now, I see y'all putting it in the chat. Chris's first wife had a baby. She had a child. So you came in between their situation. Now, if you guys go back to the interview with Lexi's mom, she said that she and Chris were trying to figure out their relationship, even though they were separated. And Nell continued to send him love letters and continued to contact him and would not back down so that Chris and the first wife could iron out their differences and fix their marriage. Nell would not back down. She done been seeing him for 2 months. She done developed feelings. So now you are lying when you said you told this man that until you get the paperwork and all this stuff straightened out with her, then I'm going to fall back. Because that's not what Lexi's mama said. Let's continue, though. Let's continue, honey.
Take a step back. So in case you and your husband want to work things out, this lady said she did not want to work things out. He did not want to work things out. They were legally separated. He was going to get the divorce. So that had nothing to do with me. And as far as me having a pregnancy, I was not pregnant at all.
Yeah.
Like I said, he came into the relationship with a child. I came into the relationship with a child. And that's just what it is.
Yeah. You guys have a beautiful family, and I almost feel funny saying a blended family, because as you mentioned, when you all became married or became a unit, your children that you had were quite young. They were what, 2 years old when you guys got married, or somewhere around there?
Actually, they was not even 2.
Yeah.
They were close to being 2. They were still I want to say Lance was close to 2. They're 6 months apart, so Lance was walking. He was right at 2. Lexi, them being 6 months apart, she could have only been like what?
18 months.
18 months. Yep.
Yeah.
Like that. Yep.
So do you feel like there was a process of even blending for you all's families, or was it just it just started operating as a unit, being that your children were so young when you all did get married?
Well, the thing about it is, even after everything, and it was okay because they were legally separated, and then they went ahead and got this divorce. I was Lexi's mom right off the bat.
Yeah, for sure.
Me and the ex-wife communicated right off the bat.
Yeah.
You don't communicate with no one you got a problem with. You're not
weird.
showing up at no one's house that you have a problem with. You're not asking no one to take the kids to school that you have a problem with. They both even went to the same child care. You're talking about a joint custody here. I mean, even I want to say, I think she mentioned I allowed my son to go to the movies with her and Lexi. I did because you didn't have a problem with me. I was not a problem. I had nothing to hide. Y'all clearly, your marriage was over. Apparently you married for the wrong reason. You married because a child you were dating, and a child was being born, and you wanted to be married, and you got married, and it didn't work. You didn't even stay married. You wasn't even married a year, a little over a year, but they never made 2 years. So I wasn't your issue. Now you want to make me your issue. Why? Because I'm on
total disregard for this woman's marriage, as if her marriage to Chris means more than or is more important in this situation. I don't give a damn if they were married for barely 6 months, Nell. You came into a situation that already was. So anything that you're saying right now is what Chris said to you when he lied to you, because he was playing the fuck out of you and his ex-wife. Chris was getting the best of both worlds. He was sleeping with you. He was sleeping with her. He was telling her he want to work shit out. And he was telling you, hold on, I'm still trying to wrap some shit up with my ex-wife. Meanwhile, he won't wrapping up nothing. Because how many times do people file for separation and take their ass on back home? How many times does that happen? How many times do people file for divorce and then don't follow through? Nell was being the deciding factor in that. You are repeating what Chris told you. How do you know what their marriage was? How do you know what the dynamic of their marriage was? And how do you know the premise of why he married her? Like, girl, you need to stop. That's why I don't have no respect for Nell, because you on that bullshiggity lady. You don't know what this man, you don't know why he married her. Obviously, there was some love there. They had a child there. You making it seem like Chris only married her because he knocked her up. Was he drunk when he married you? Because he met your drunk ass in the club. Girl, bye.
Because Lexi is mad that I don't feel like I should be the issue. I've always been told I'm a great stepmom.
Sure.
I know I'm a great stepmom. I've always went over and beyond with my stepdaughter, for my stepdaughter. It would be, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. You're a good stepmom. I wouldn't go out of my way to make sure she eats certain type of foods. But for me and my husband, it was more of, well, she's gonna live with us. So while she here, let's try to make her as comfortable as we can, you know. She wasn't the child or the kid to eat collard greens and cornbread. She always wanted fast food. She always wanted ketchup, McDonald's. So we did. We went out of our way to make sure when we had Lexi, we was gonna do it Lexi's way.
Okay.
And that's what we did. But it wasn't a problem until they started getting older. And as you get older, you want more. And all this big mess came into about me buying Kayla, my daughter, my biological daughter, a car for her graduation. But what no one wants to talk about is, okay, Lexi, you had a car. Lance had a car. Chris had a car. Kayla was sharing a car with my niece, Kiki. At the time, we had bought a Honda Accord, $800. We purchased it from one of my husband's family members. These two young ladies that's in the household with us, Kayla and Kiki, was supposed to share this car. Kiki pretty much took over the car. You know, Kayla upset, crying. I was like, don't worry about it. Just drive your daddy's truck. Everyone around town knew Kayla drove a big red dually.
Dually. Okay.
Yep. Took a driver's test, everything in it. Made 100 on the driver's test in this dually.
Rolling, whipping that big truck.
Yes. So when she graduated, I surprised her with a Mercedes.
Okay.
All right, guys. Sorry.
Happy birthday, Marty.
Okay.
Oh, no, you
Control,
don't.
okay?
Let me get this.
Nell, honey, Nell,
thanks.
You're too kind. I've heard that.
Unlimited 2% cash back. The Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card.
I grew up always on the bigger side as a kid. I was always slightly thicker.
Okay. What's wrong with that? You're talking about a straight A student. You're talking about someone who has to be, okay, can you take me here, Lance? Can you take me here, Chris? Can you take me here, Kiki? Even Lexi coming down, showing off in her new ride. You know, she's like, everybody got a car but me. So there was a problem when I bought her a car. I mean, Lexi had a new car. Her and Chris got a new car the same year.
Well, what do you think the problem was, Nell? Because to me, it sounds like these are the types of stories that we want to see on television, right? I wish we would have been filming at that, or you all would have been filming at that time, because seeing a straight A Black student who's a scholar, right, be rewarded with this beautiful gift, you know, by her parents, I think that is something to be celebrated. So what do you think maybe caused the pivot or turn that to something that created some sort of negative energy?
I think there was something between Lexi and her mom and my husband, Chris Sr.
Okay.
When it always came down to, I want to say first and foremost, the child support. He's paid his dues. He's paid his child support. I think where she would get mad is we would make sure she have clothing, anything she needed for school, all the extra things. But when we bought Kayla that car, well, when I bought Kayla that car, she felt some type of way. But what they did not talk about was my husband mentioned to help buying her a car. You're already paying child support. It's like, okay, we still got things in this household too. We still got children in this household. We understand these are gifts. I mean, anybody know you go to court, whatever. When you do things for your children, it's gifts. Lexi has other siblings on her mom's side. Her mom has 4 children. And for us and for my husband, it was like, okay, well, who else going to be driving this car? Like, this car I'm buying, I'm not, me and my wife are business owners. I want to know who's going to be driving this car, how the insurance going to look, all those type things. There was never agreement that could come between, okay, Lexi getting this car and taking it up the road to Nashville. So that's where it came in, like, okay, well, you get her car, you won't get her car. That was the argument between her mom and my husband. But I'm not gonna not reward my daughter because of something they cannot get clarified with her mom and her stepdad, which she calls Dad Al. It was a lot. It was a lot between the parents when it came to the car, as far as we get the car, who's going to pay the car insurance, who's going to be driving the car. They have teenage children as well, and my husband didn't think he should have to pay the price for. You cannot just say Lexi gonna be the only person driving this car.
Okay. And sometimes that I can see how that could get a little dicey, we'll say, as far as the communication goes, and feelings attached to that. It sounds like you all, and from what we've seen on television, you all have a lot of love for the children in your family, and so I can see where they would kind of want that love maybe to feel as if it was just distributed evenly, right, amongst each other. How are your children doing today, Nell? What's their relationship like with each other today?
They good, and just to piggyback on that a little bit, for me,
I want some Takis. Not y'all. I'm sorry. In 1 week.
My stepdaughter has been very disrespectful to me too. So even though me and my husband, we're married and we do look at our family as one, I don't do the disrespect. I don't do the disrespect. Even me saying, shut up, Lexi, that wasn't just to her. That was to my son, Chris, and her. Lexi was bouncing off of each other, playing at the table, goofing off. I had literally told Chris, you need to shut the hell up. Lexi was like, oh my God, this is that. And I was like, shut the hell up, Lexi. And that's what was caught. So it made it look like it was just Lexi I was coming for, and that was not the case. Lexi was not just the one. Actually, Chris was getting it too. So it was not just Lexi, and that's the way it, everybody thinks, okay, where some people think, okay, she just don't like her stepdaughter. No, I have been a great stepmom. I have loved on Lexi as she's been a child, as an adult. Lexi has spent time with me. Me and Lexi do things together, shop together. It's just her mom has always been that wedge. I do think at some point I do think her mom may have wanted to reconcile the marriage, but I do.
What makes you think that now?
Even though if you over somebody, if you going on, you'd have moved on. You're not going to keep harping over something that
rehashing
it in this. It's for what? It's not there. If you're truly moved on, you move on. But the bashing for no reason, I don't get it. And I actually think her spouse that she has now, I want to say they've been married at least 15, maybe longer years. Like I said, I was there before him. She was doing her thing. We had Lexi. a lot, and she met him, and we got introduced to him. And that's why I say I don't understand all this. Like it's crazy. But even you would think you would tell Lexi should be able to see the truth. Let me say that. For a long time, for me, it was okay. She's older. She'll get older. She's young. She's a teenager right now, I meant to say. When they're 15, 16, 17, and the mom and dad not really talking, it was mostly me and her talking to each other. Him and her didn't do a lot of talking. It was always me and Lexi's mom. That's why I said we had a good relationship. Then as Lexi got older, it's like she just formed her own opinion. Yeah, I've been cursed out several times.
Oh no, okay.
So, like, I don't do, like, you're not gonna just stand toe to toe and curse me out. And as you saying, you burn the house down, and what has this house done to you? Like, I just think there's some things there that
at Walden, I acquired
getting on my nerves, Lord. We're gonna get through it, y'all.
Expertise.
And we're back.
just hadn't been related truthfully to her, but that's her mom. Who am I? That's her mom. And I'm not gonna sit there and talk to anyone's daughter about them or have a bashing session.
Yeah.
Because clearly you've even told me, well, my mom has told me to bring my dog to y'all's house and let him shit in your floor.
What?
It's so much. It's so much where you think you're being liked and you're not.
So what kind of path forward do you see? Because obviously from the outside looking in, right? What we saw even in the spirited dinner scene where we were introduced to, you know, your family, it seems like, but even from what you said to me today, you have a lot of love for Lexi, for your stepdaughter. And so what do you see as a path forward to getting you all into better standing as stepmother and stepdaughter and mother and daughter, essentially, from someone who you've been parenting since they were 1.5 years old? What do you see as a path forward to peace for the two of you?
Well, I stand by whatever my husband decides. Now, I've been disrespected several times. This is not the first time. It always comes back to, well, I didn't get this or I didn't get that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I mean, we sent gifts, we paid child support. You got things. Now, that doesn't mean we got to punish the kids that's in the house. We can't just send your mom and your stepdad and their other 3 children everything and don't do nothing for these kids over here. Like, why they're not on Front Street? As many times as you've told us, you've had to go to dinner and pay for your own dinner. I don't have to do that when I come over here with you guys. I think Lexi is torn in between 2 families, and I get it, because you have 3 siblings on this side and you got 3 siblings on that side. And that's
she's right in the middle. Yeah.
And nobody wants to talk about it.
Yeah.
The mother does not want to talk about it. And I have been trying to talk about this for a long time. But who am I? She make me seem like I'm just not important enough to talk about it. Lexi shouldn't even have these come. Lexi is grown. And then I talk to Lexi and she'll like, she gets it. She gets it. But then when she's back in front of her mom, you get a totally different young lady who's a lady now, is married. So for me, at this point, I'm out. I love you. That's not gonna never change, but I can love you from a distance. And that would be the same way if it's either with one of my children. I kind of got the same situation with Chris Jr. I love you. but you're not gonna keep stressing me out. I can love you from a distance. You're grown. Y'all make choices. You got to live with those choices. So live with your choices, especially when I know in my heart and from the bottom of my heart, I've done what's right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be tormented. I'm not going to be nicked and picked at over no material shit. I'm
right.
No.
Well, you're not going to be made to be feisty, right?
Well, I'm already feisty. So.
Well, listen,
I'm not even going to lie. They got it. They didn't lie.
Well, we definitely wish you all we wish you all peace and harmony and love in your family, whatever that means for you all. As a unit, that's what the viewers definitely want to see. So we're giving you great energy towards that. But I just want to pivot a little bit back towards the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? Because we have seen, as we saw in this past episode, there's now a brewing, what looks to be a brewing tension between you and Letitia Scott. And I don't think people really kind of saw that coming, before tonight's episode. So talk to me a little bit about just your relationship with Letitia. I know that you said that you all were in a close relationship with Martell and Melody when you joined the show. Were you familiar with any of the other cast, or did you have any connection to any of the other cast, Kimmy and Maurice or Letitia and Marceau?
No. I would like to say they came in our circle through Mel and Martell. That's how we got to know them. Other than that, I knew nothing about the Scotts. And
get a custom lip look that's true to you. Go bold and plump with Juvederm Ultra XC.
All right, we're back. So
I still don't know.
So as small as Huntsville is, with only a couple stoplights, you guys have never heard of the Scotts, and they're supposed to be these people who, according to them, they're so important. They own Black and all this other stuff, and they're so these prominent business people. Like, y'all ain't never heard of the Scotts? Because Tisha was like, we didn't even know y'all owned a daycare. That's weird for y'all to be in such a small town, and you guys have never ever ran into each other and or heard of each other. That's weird.
Much about the Scotts. I've hung out with them. And for me, if you sit there and watch it, I'm not the only feisty one. You can say Miss Nell feisty. I may be the first one to go from 0 to 100. And you're not gonna lie on me. I do not do liars. I tell my kids that don't lie.
Yeah.
Word is your bond. Do not damn lie on me.
But you lie. So
don't try to make me out to be something just to make yourself look better. Don't hide behind your own bullshit. So if I've gotten feisty with anyone, they brought it and I have finished it.
Okay.
But other than that, I do not mess with no one. I stay in my own lane. I mind my own business. I just do not go picking with anyone. And that was not for her to say, I'm feisty. I did nothing to her. She came to me.
And it was from what Trisha, the new cast member on the show, which we're going to talk about her in a minute here, but from what Trisha mentioned, it seemed as if Letitia said this to her as a warning of sorts, kind of letting her know to create some sort of boundary or defense when it came to you. What do you think that was motivated by? Because in this week's episode, without giving anything away that may be coming later in the season, but in this week's episode, we saw Letitia say, at your birthday party, which looked like a lot of fun, by the way, but at your birthday party, we saw Letitia say, we're going to get, when you were asking her basically what the source of her kind of demeanor was with you that night, or the energy she had, she said that you would talk about it later. And we never really saw you guys talk about it. So do you talk about it eventually? And what do you know the source of her anger to be?
Oh, Letitia?
Yes, Letitia.
Letitia wanted to get an arousal out of me, and she did by calling me Nell. First of all, my mother is passed, and that's the only person called me Nell. So whoever leaked that out to her, they was wrong for that, because I take that very dear and seriously. And I told her, that's Nell to you. Nell, that's Nell to you. Nell. And I said, you're doing the most. And she said, I can. I was totally thrown. I didn't see it coming. And I told her, and I can do the most too. So I was not expecting that. I did not see that coming. So if we want to talk about who's being feisty and who's stirring shit up, I could say that to be her. I just do not stir up anything. I just do not start anything. As I say, I'll finish it. I'll let you know how I feel. Sometimes I won't say nothing. I'll let them have it. I just be like, I can't. You know? But I would like to say that that could have come from Martell when they see me getting in Martell's face. But what most people don't know is Martell got in my face first.
Okay.
And I walked away from Martell. I was like, Martell, I'm not going to do this with you. You got it. I walked off and he came out behind me. Like as if I'm male or something. Like, no, I'm not done. We're going to finish this. Who do you think you're talking to? And that's when I swung around and went off on him in his face. So I'm pretty sure that's where that's coming from.
So previously, when you had maybe some kind of tougher conversations with Martell and Melody, had he displayed that sort of response to your conversation before, or was that something new for you to experience from him?
I won't quite say it's something new. He's done it here before.
Okay.
He's done it. I want to say, y'all see me get into it with him on my porch. And I told him, take your ass on. Y'all ought to stop telling lies and shit. I was smacking. So it's not like he hasn't done it before. I don't think I've been in a conversation with him where I've walked away and he come behind me. And it's like, whoa, where is energy coming from? And I turned around and I went off on him. Like, don't walk up on me. Don't do that. So yeah. And it's pretty much all stemming from Martell.
Okay. And prior to that, that sort of moment where you were informed that she had said that about you, there had been no previous real tension or combative nature between you and Letitia previously, right?
No, she was, from what she's mad at me. She doesn't feel like I took up for her on social media. She felt like I downplayed her as a friend. And I like to say everyone's been using this word friend very loosely and recklessly. And it just came to a boil where, you know, hey, if you feel that way.
I'm interested in trying these new weight loss shots, but I need it to be more affordable.
We're back. Sorry, guys.
I apologize. I was just making a statement. You have your own group of friends. I'm no more than a mentor to you. And I didn't say anything wrong because she said it several times. Miss Nell, I want to talk to you. I want to ask you some questions about marriage and this, that, the other. I mean, you guys seen it in the scene before. Like, you know, have you guys ever had infidelity? We've gotten into that conversation, you know, privately. And I'm like, why did you ask me that? Why did you ask me that in front of the world? Like, and we kind of chopped it up, talked about infidelity, talked about men, talked about our marriages. So when I made that statement, it was all bouncing off of her saying, oh my God, you're really sweet. You're like the mentor. You're like the mentor of the group. You said that behind closed doors, but then when I said to social media, you get mad at me and blow the hell up over a comment that I made. So it's like, you know what? There is no friends. There's no love lost here. We are damn associates. Because you clearly, if you felt a certain way, could have picked the phone up and be like, hey, Nell, what was that shit right there you just did? Why did you just put that out there. What that text right there was about. But no, you clearly waited till you seen me at my birthday party and you came for me, and I didn't see it coming.
What did you think about the moment we saw in tonight's episode, Nell, where I believe Melody had given you a compliment about you looking 20 years old, and then there was a bit of a beat, and Letitia said she looked at you and kind of assessed you visually, and then she said, you look about 30. What was that moment like for you in real time, Nell, when that took place?
Honestly, Dustin,
not sure where
it didn't bother me. For me, it's like, yeah, I don't think I look 20. I've been told I look 30 something. It's a lot of flattery. I might be my biggest critic, and that's why I constantly try and take care of myself. But it didn't really bother me. It's like, okay, I'm older, but I do know I look good for my age. Do I think I look better than some of you ladies? Yes.
Okay.
I do, or just as good, but I'm not into, okay, you look 20, you look 30. It's nothing new. It's people tell me that all the time. Oh my God. And I thought you was in your 30s, or hell, if I put on a updo ponytail, whatever, somebody say 20s. Hell, I know I don't look no damn 20. Who you fool?
Well, I think you all of you are. It's a beautiful cast to be a part of. I think you
Yes.
all are a gorgeous, Black, wealthy, and busy cast, and we love to see that. What was it easy for you to not invite Martell, considering the history that you guys have as long-standing friends, right? Was it easy for you to not invite Martell to your birthday party? Because we know initially you had expressed that you did not agree with, I think were the words you used, his arrest, his recent arrest that we know we saw play out on the show. And then you got a little clarity on that from Melody. So was your decision not to invite him influenced by maybe some of the information you got regarding what led to his arrest? And what was that moment like for you?
Well, for me, and this is my truth, the statement that I made first about Black men, that was something I was pissed about, a situation that happened to my son, Lance, and he could have lost his life. Lance has never been in trouble like that with the law. My son Chris, yes, of course, but he had his son with him, and he was getting jacked up, thrown around on a car, and I was on the phone with him, and I could hear it, and I kept saying, "Where are you at? Where are you at? Just tell me." And the officer was like, "You need to get off the phone, get off the phone." And it was getting ugly.
That's scary.
And my grandson was in the car.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he wasn't far from where we live at. And I said, give me the officer, you don't show up here. Make a long story short, me and my husband show up anyway. And he's roughing him around, throwing him around. And I was like, I want your badge. And I need someone else out here. Like, Lance, what'd you do? He was like, he pulled me over, said I was speeding, yada, yada, yada. Something was called in, apparently from the ex-wife, that they getting into it about him not releasing his son to her husband.
Okay.
And that's what started that. Another officer was called in, more seasoned, older gentleman. He got the spill of it, what actually took place with Diesel's last name. It was just a lot that was taking place between him and his ex-wife. And when the other cop came and got the logistics of all of it, he was like, let him go. This is it. The rest should have never happened, basically, because we had proof of everything that was happening and taking place. So they wound up letting him go. So when I made that statement, I was pissed because what I heard was he had the kids or some of his kids. And all I could think about was Lance had his child and how did it actually go down?
It triggered you in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
It really did, because my grandson could have lost his dad in that moment. I seen this with my own, that pissed me off.
Yeah.
In the way it was handled.
Yeah.
With the younger officer. And it took another officer to come and assess the whole situation and find out what really was going on, to release my son up off that car from jerking him and throwing him around handcuffed.
Right.
And he wasn't resisting arrest or anything. So when I made that statement, it was not to discredit Nell.
Mm-hmm.
It was not to discredit whatever she's dealing with Martell or anybody. I think sometimes people go too far when they don't know everything or what someone else's issue or processing going through. But I did make the statement. And I'm a big girl. I always say, when I'm wrong, I can say I'm wrong. I don't think I should have made that statement, because the world don't know what I'm dealing with or what I've dealt with and why I said what I said. But that's why I said it. As far as him being accountable, everybody should be accountable for whatever they do wrong, especially if they find you guilty. And if you're guilty, and I didn't know their whole situation and exactly what it was for. At some point, I just tried to stay out of Mel and Martell's business as I was then.
Sure.
Like I said, it was brought to me and I spoke on it, and it was like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said anything. Because I really didn't know. I honestly did not know until actually really speaking with her privately about this.
So why were you speaking on it if you did not know? You should have picked up the phone and called your friend. That's what she calls you. You should have picked up the phone and called your friend and say, hey, I heard that Martell was arrested. Is everything okay? Do you want to talk about it? That way you can get the full details of what happened before you start sitting with Stormy and all Mel's ops and start making a public decision to say something that your ass shouldn't have said and compare it to what happened with your own son, which was not the same situation, Nell. It was not the same situation. See, you were so busy trying to be capping for Martell, the same nigga that jump in your face and holler at you when he feel like it, that you didn't even know what was going on. The fact that he was found guilty for revenge P and harassing communications, okay? Hell, he harassed you through his communications in your face numerous times on the show. So you, for one, should have known that when you heard that about him, that the shit was true, because he did it to you. Bye.
Situation, but even with him, my son now, Lance, Chris, I tell Chris all the time, stay your ass out of trouble.
Yeah.
If you stay out of trouble, you don't have to worry about going to jail. You don't have to worry about getting arrested. So I'm not one to just think, oh, because they're my sons, they shouldn't go to jail. No, that's not me. Not by far. Let's be clear about that. I'm forever telling them, to stay out of harm's way. I will tell them your chances are slim to none as a black man. So you do need to stay your ass out of trouble. Stop looking for trouble. Stop doing dumb shit. You don't have to worry about it. So yeah.
So that definitely did then influence your decision to not invite Martell to your birthday party. Then once you kind of became aware of exactly what was going on, maybe it was easier for you to make that choice.
No, it wasn't. It was still hard for me.
Okay.
I'm true to myself. I have to be true to me. That was still hard for me because regardless of where they're at. I met them basically at the same time, my husband.
Yeah.
And I met a beautiful couple, a striving couple, a powerful couple.
Not Neil Carter.
And they moved on now. She has her life, he has his, and I'm sure they both should be happy. I know she says she's happy.
Yeah.
And we all have to accept that, and I have accepted that. But for me, I don't feel like I should have to kick someone to the curb because of their mistakes. He still needs someone. Whether it's me, my husband, I'm sure his family, what have you. Real friends don't just go away or pick sides, or I can't shout with you no more because you're divorced from Mel, so I can't ride for you. I can't talk to you. Don't stop by the house no more. You know, lose my number. That's not who I am. That's just not who I am. What he does know is I could never entertain.
Plastic packaging reduces food waste, and most importantly, it gives longer shelf life. So we do life cycle assessment.
And we're back.
The other one.
Okay.
I could never do that. Because for me, I've seen the breakup. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've been there for Mel and him. I don't know this lady, but I know what I like and what I don't like. And I could not entertain him. So it's not like we're around him like that anyway.
Okay.
If he picked the phone up and say, hey, Nell, you know, I need such and such, or can you or Chris do that for me? If it's not life, death threatening, then we're going to do it. Or he might stop by the daycare, just passing through. Hey, just want to say hello. How everything going? I mean, how the kids doing? I'm not gonna be like, you need to leave. We ain't talking to you. No, I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, that was hard for me to pick a side because he's always said pick a side. Now I'm feeling like Mel feels like we should pick a side because I had to pick a side. Who am I going to invite? Mel or Martell? And being that I do speak to Mel more, I talk to her more. It did hurt me. It bothered me that I had to tell him that he couldn't come, but I had to understand why they could not be in the same setting. Why they couldn't be in a room together. It would have caused friction. It probably would have caused my birthday party to go left outside of it going left. So I do get it, and it's like, whoa, this is serious. I tell people all the time when they say or ask for everybody think we're always in Mel and Martell's business. Trust me, we have our own business. We have our own shit. Please let the world know that. Like, it's not that we're always in their business. We're always asked about it.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my God, it's hard. Have we argued in sports strings over it before? Yes. Have it been a big topic in our household? Yes. Where I think he's wrong, or he may have said something to my husband. She may have said something to me, and I'm like, well, no, that ain't true. I've already talked to Mel, and I talked to my girl. She said this, and he been and talked to Martell, and he said something different. And we've had to come to him and be like, you know what? We're not going to talk about Mel and Martell. That's what we're not going to do. We're exiting Mel and Martell stage left out of our household.
Yeah.
So we can keep our peace and our sanity. And they probably love it too if hell we stop talking about them.
You got to keep your peace. You got to
So
keep.
I'm gonna grant them their wish. I love them both. I wish them both well. I really do. I think in my eyes, they both are beautiful people. On the outside, sometimes people not so good on the inside. But you know, everybody has to be accountable for whatever they're dealing with, whatever they're going through. And she may not see his beauty, and he don't see hers. And who am I? I'm not God. I can't fix it. I couldn't fix it. People move on.
Speaking of seeing beauty, right? We got one last question for you, Nell, and then we can go on and get out of here today. Are you able to see all your beautiful shoes now and your beautiful clothes? Did you get the closet that you asked for? Or what's the status update with your new closet, Nell?
No, I did not get the closet that I asked for. However, I do have a huge closet now. I just wanted the glam closet with just my shoes because I do have so many shoes. That's the part of, I would probably, and I hate to go over my son's head and hire someone else to come in and do it because he's just so busy. He keeps telling me he's gonna do it. He's gonna come take the measurements, and so we can get it done. Or get this ball rolling. And I'm still waiting. I don't have the closet.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to get your damn closet going. Maybe you can call the Scots, and that can be the tie that binds, right? You can have the Scots come over there and build that closet out, and that can be your path forward. That's hilarious. Well, listen, thank you so much for your time today, Nell. It's really been a pleasure speaking with you and watching your family on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And like I said, we just look forward to seeing you all live a peaceful, happy life and getting to know you all better on the show. So thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, that's it, guys. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I caught a few lies up in there that I ain't like. I kind of see Nell in a different way. I don't like how she downplayed the first wife's marriage just because she got pregnant and Chris decided to marry her. It was something in her that he saw, whether he was marrying her because she was pregnant or not. At the end of the day, bottom line is she was the wife. You came in and you continue seeing him, regardless of the fact that they were separated. I keep telling people separated does not mean divorce. It could go either way. Suppose you done sat here and kept seeing him, writing him, doing all of that. Like, girl, you put yourself in a situation for heartbreak, and women do that shit all the time. Stop doing that. Like, unless he show you some divorce papers, say, hey, look, I told you I was getting a divorce. Boom, here's the papers right here. Here's the papers. We are done. Then you move forward. But Nell was not letting Chris go because by then you had already started developing feelings. He probably been promising you stuff. Y'all was already sleeping together. I already said it. Once you start sleeping with that person, those feelings become a little bit more magnified than it would be if you're just going out on dates. So he was spending a little money on her, I'm sure, because he got that military money, and plus he, got several businesses. So he was able to wine and dine her and lie to her and promise her things, and she was not about to let that go. She met this. She felt like she met the jackpot, or she got the jackpot with this dude in the club. Met this nigga in the club, and he got all this money. He probably was pulling up in a nice car. He was a nice looking guy. Chris is a nice looking guy. I saw some younger pictures of him. He was a nice looking guy. So she saw him like, oh my gosh, she didn't give a damn that he was married. She was going on in that mentality, kind of like coleslaw. Hey, may the best woman win, or I'm gonna take your man. She had that mentality. And when she found out he had a wife, she didn't give a damn because she didn't stand down. She still pursued him, and that's wrong. And don't sit here and get mad because people call you a side chick, Nell. That's what you were, dear. I don't care if he was separated. I don't know why she feel like she's not a side chick because they were separated and talking about divorce. You were a side chick, ma'am. You were definitely a side chick, Nell. And you're going to have to accept that, baby. And until you do, I don't care how many interviews you do. I don't care how many interviews you do. You are a side chick, baby. Well, was a side chick. And the fact that you had to wait on him for 18 years when he decided to go out there and play around on you speaks volumes to the bullshit that you created, baby. That was your karma you created, because you lose them how you get them. I'm going to say it again, women. You lose them how you get them. If you get them under false pretenses and you know the man was married, that's why he didn't respect you, because he knew he could play around on you because he was playing around on his wife. And you. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. He was playing around on you and the wife. So that's why your ass got played. And do I feel sorry? Let me see. Hell no. You got exactly what your ass deserved and sat your ass over there for 18 months waiting on his ass to finish playing and humping up and down on the other woman, and then brought his ass back up over there with you. And that's just what your ass get. But did you guys enjoy that? I wanted you guys to see that because I definitely see her in a different light. I really do. And I know Mel said that's her friend. And that's okay. That can be her friend. But baby, I don't trust nobody like that. I'm sorry. And you still got heat for what's the child, Lexi? You kind of throw these subliminals up in there. If that's your stepdaughter or whatever, you damn sure was throwing in subliminals there. You have not got over whatever it is between you and Lexi. It's like there's some type of little rift between you and Lexi. Y'all might need to have some family therapy and figure that out. But according to Lexi, she's done with them. She ain't trying to film with them, and she don't give a damn about them. So it is what it is. And that is our show for tonight, baby. I'm so ready to get in my bed. I'm tired. Y'all saw me yawning up over here. Thank you all for being here. Tyra said that's crazy. Absolutely. All right. So let's go ahead and shout out these content creators that's in. I think I saw Truth TV podcast. Who else? Aries podcast. D Retalk. Thanks for being here. Messy Hoes Atlanta, Girlfriend Chronicles. I saw all you guys. And prayers again, guys, for Black Titanic. Okay. Remember to keep her in your prayers because they're saying that she had a stroke, and we are very sad about that. Because, baby, True TV podcast, thanks for being here, dear. Because y'all know Black Titanic is like family to us, okay? We love her down. We love her down. They said his voice is very irritating. Yes. All right. So let's get out of here, guys. Love you guys. Y'all have a great, great night. Sleep well. Be blessed. And I will see you guys in the morning for Car Chronicles, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Mods, for modding. Tyra, thanks for being here incognito tonight, girl. I was like, who the hell is this? I ain't never seen this person. But that is Tyra, honey, up over here incognito tonight. Thanks, Bill Wilson, for being here. And Linda Gamble, thanks for being here, honey. Love you all down. Y'all did such an awesome job tonight, okay? Let's get on out of here and goodbye.